School Board to order. Ms. Bowers, would you please call the roll?
Ms. Safanja?
Here.
Dr. Banks Gray?
Here.
Ms. Cherry?
Here.
Mr. Kilgore?
Here.
Mr. Samuels?
Present.
Dr. Woodhouse?
Present.
Dr. Mason?
Present. Let the record reflect that all board members are present and accounted for. At this time, I will turn the meeting over to our student rep, Michaela Montgomery, for our Pledge of Allegiance and our opening.
Yes, hello and good evening, everyone. If you would please stand, we have Miss Angel Palmer, who is a 5th grade student at Forest Elementary School. She will be leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, everyone. And now Angel is going to be sharing something with us. So if you could please turn your attention back to her.
March is recognized nationally as Women's History Month. Did you know that the colors of Women's History Month are purple, green, and white? These colors have roots in suffrage movement, but continue to have modern meanings today. White represents equality, truth, and freedom. Green represents hope and growth. Purple signifies justice and dignity, and being loyal to the cause. The National Women's History Alliance's theme for 2023 is Celebrating Women Who Tell Our Stories. This theme honors women in every community who have devoted their lives and talent to producing art, seeking truth, and reflecting the human condition, decade after decade. I would like to take this moment to shine a light on one such woman, Quinta Brunson, who recognizes the importance of teachers. She has created Abbott Elementary, named after her beloved teacher, Miss Abbott. Her show pays homage to Miss Abbott and Miss Brunson's mother, also a teacher. Therefore, the Women's History Month, let us take time to thank positive women in our lives by reflecting on what they have done and what they will continue to do in order to make a difference. To all of the women here today, we salute you.
Thank you so much, Angel. That was beautiful. I'm sure we could all agree. And you were very brave for standing up here in front of everyone as well. So great job. So I see that you attend Forest Elementary School. Do you enjoy school?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your favorite thing? What's your favorite subject?
Math.
Oh, me too. Smart girl. She knows her stuff. Alrighty. Do you have anything that you enjoy, you really enjoy, you look forward to doing outside of school, whether that be in the evenings or on the weekend?
I like art, playing soccer, and running. I'm in this club at school called Girls on the Run.
That's really great. You're very involved in your school. That's awesome that you're already doing that at such a young age. So thank you so much. That was amazing. And I see you have some people here with you, supporting you, and maybe some of your family as well. So if you would like to maybe introduce who's here with you today.
Yes. My mom, Cheyenne, my dad, and my 2 sisters, Elena and Brooklyn, and my principal, Miss Camardi, and my assistant principal, Miss Sutton, and my teacher, Miss Lavoy, and one of the people from school, Mr. Austin.
That was a lot of names to remember, but it's so great to see that you have so much support behind you, quite literally. But thank you so much once again for leading us in the pledge today and sharing and joining us in our meeting. So thank you. You may take your seat now.
Thank you.
I want to ask Angel's support system to stand and be recognized, and thank you all for being here with us tonight as well. So you can stand for us. Any comments from board members? I figured Miss Cherry would comment on this Abbott Elementary. That's her favorite show, but go ahead.
And see, he said it. Angel, that was just absolutely wonderful. I am so excited that you paid homage to all the women when it comes to Women's History Month. I did not know, and I learned from you, that the colors are purple, green, and white. I didn't know that. So Ms. Banks, we're going to have to find some purple, green, and white tomorrow. That was just amazing. And I was also excited that you talked about Abbott Elementary. My husband and I watch that show every week. And while the principal is hilarious, what I love about the show is that it really shows how much teachers care about students. That is just, which is probably why it has won so many awards. It is just an amazing show. So I'm glad that you even mentioned that. But let me just share something with you since you were talking about Women's History Month. Today we all went to a ceremony that was Commit to Graduate. So it's for the 9th graders in Hampton City Schools who should be coming out in the class of 2026. The honor guard, the 4-piece honor guard, were all females. And I think Mr. Samuels noticed it right off. And I think that was purposely done, because we should be honoring women, not just during Women's History Month, but every month, because they are the birth child of everything. And I can tell you, just hearing what you said when you stood before that podium, you are going to be one fantastic woman, because you're already one outstanding little girl. Thank you so much.
Other comments from board members? Thank you all very much. Moving along, item 1.04, the adoption of tonight's agenda. Do we have any changes or amendments to the agenda?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I move that we approve the agenda as presented with the following amendment, that we add action item 5.03, student discipline matter 2022 TAC 188.
Second.
It's been properly moved by Mr. Kilgore and seconded by Mr. Samuels that we approve tonight's agenda with the said amendments. Any discussion? Ms. Bowers, would you please call for the vote?
Ms. Safanja?
Aye.
Dr. Banks? Dr. Banks-Gray?
Aye.
Ms. Cherry?
Aye.
Mr. Kilgore?
Aye.
Mr. Samuels?
Aye.
Dr. Woodhouse?
Aye.
Dr. Mason?
Aye, motion carries. Next up is item 2, which is a consent agenda, 2.01, Personnel Report Number 23-06, 2.02, Minutes of the Special School Board Meeting of March 1st, 2023, 2.03, Minutes of the Regular School Board Meeting of March 1st, 2023, 2.04, Minutes of the School Board Meeting of March 8th, 2023, and 2.05, Certification of the Closed Session of March 8th, 2023. What's the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
It's been properly moved by Dr. Woodhouse and seconded by Ms. Safanja that we approve tonight's consent agenda as presented. Is there any discussion? Ms. Bowers, would you please call for the vote?
Dr. Banks-Gray?
Aye.
Ms. Cherry?
Aye.
Mr. Kilgore?
Aye.
Mr. Samuels?
Aye.
Dr. Woodhouse?
Aye.
Ms. Safanja?
Aye.
Dr. Mason?
Aye, motion carries. At this time, we'll move on to superintendent's and staff reports. Dr. Smith?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and also Vice Chair and members of the school board. At this time, I would ask that Ms. Brittany Branch would come forward, our Chief Financial Officer, and she will provide the board with an update this evening relative to the superintendent's recommended FY 2023-2024 budget. Ms. Branch.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. Good evening, Chair Mason, Vice Chair Banks Gray, school board members, and the Hampton community. It's my pleasure tonight to present updates to the fiscal year 2023-2024 superintendent's recommended budget. Since we last met last week, we have received updates as it relates to revenue, and with that, we do have some additional recommendations tonight. So the fiscal year 2024 recommended budget, it still includes a 5% compensation increase for all teachers and staff with no increase to employee health care premiums. It also continues to include a 1% bonus along with funding for new teachers. Tonight, we are recommending additions that include funding 2 new positions, also teacher salary scale adjustments, and market adjustments for support staff such as instructional assistants. These additional recommendations, they primarily impact Fund 50, the school operating fund, so that will be the focus of this evening's presentation. So based on Fund 50, the updated revenues, we are projecting a new estimate of $272 million. This is an increase of $4 million since the March 1st budget presentation. This change is directly related to updates to state funds and the local contribution. So starting with state funds, these numbers have been updated to reflect the impact of the General Assembly's, as they have called it, skinny budget, or more formally, the technical budget. Essentially, what has happened with the General Assembly, they have approved a budget, but that budget really just includes technical updates. So an example of a technical update would be, for example, changes in enrollment. As it relates to any proposals from the governor, the House, or the Senate, currently there aren't any actions on those items. So we are anticipating that the General Assembly will reconvene at some point, and it also may be likely that the governor could call a special session. Either way, once we do receive any updated information on state funds, based on any changes from the General Assembly, those will be communicated to the school board and the community, along with the impacts. Then the second revenue source that has been updated is the local contribution. So the city has provided us an updated projection. It would include a $5.2 million increase, which would bring the total to $90.7 million for the fiscal year 2024 local contribution. I will let you all know that this number is not yet final, as the city is in the middle of developing the city's budget, but we are expecting to continue to stay in close communication with the city. And I'll just give you an example. This figure that you see tonight of 90.7, it does not include the impact yet of personal property tax. So once we do receive that final amount, again, we will come back to the school board and provide that update and any additional recommendations to the school board and the public. So based on this additional $4 million, we are recommending the following recommendations. So starting with teacher recruitment and retention, this is a part of our strategic plan, and it is a school board priority for next school year. So the additional revenue will allow us to invest $2 million into our teacher salary scale, and that is in addition to the 5% raise. So what this will allow us to do is to update or change our starting salary to $53,000, and that's based on a teacher with 0 years of experience on the bachelor scale. This investment will also allow us to add $317 to steps 1 through 24, $8,200 to steps 25 through 29.
Significant.
And then for teachers with years of experience of 30 or more, they would receive under this recommendation an additional $1,200. Now, when we are looking at recommendations, we do make assumptions on where we think we may fall as we are comparing ourselves to our closest market, other school divisions on the peninsula. And based on assuming that other divisions on the peninsula would provide a 5% raise, we are expecting right now that our starting salary would be the highest within the peninsula divisions. Again, that is based on our assumption. And then also for steps 25 through 29 and also steps 30, that Hampton City Schools would be the leader for divisions on the peninsula. And again, that is assuming that other divisions only do a 5%. Other recommendations also include support staff adjustments, the largest being an additional $1 per hour for our instructional assistants, and also administrative market adjustments. We also are recommending additional salary supplements, or salary adjustments for 6 additional positions. However, those will be funded through budget reductions, so the true impact to the budget is 0. And then also recommending to increase our contingency fund to address a school project as it relates to warning signage at our individual schools. So moving to additional recommendations that affect position changes. Again, we are recommending to add an additional 2 positions, one of which would be a special education instructional assistant, and also an administrator to support the academic or instructional program. And then you'll also see that there is a recommendation to decrease our non-instructional positions by 1 vacant position, and that position is not projected to need to be filled for next school year. So looking at our next steps, as you know, tonight we do have a public hearing on the proposed budget. Also, as I've mentioned, any changes in state funds and the final local contribution, that information will be brought back to the school board. And on next Wednesday, March 22nd, the school board is scheduled to vote on the 2024 superintendent's recommended budget. That concludes tonight's update, and I'm happy to answer any questions at this time.
Thank you very much. Any questions from board members or comments?
Mr. Chair and Vice Chair, members of the board, that would conclude in terms of superintendent and staff reports. Thank you.
Thank you.
Outstanding.
All right.
Great job.
All right. So moving right along to deliberation, we have 4.01 Superintendent's Proposed Budget Fiscal Year 2023-2024, which we just reviewed. And then 4.02 Student Fees for 2023-2024. And I take it Ms. Branch is working on the next PowerPoint slide.
At this time, I have no additional updates on the 2 items
Okay.
for deliberation.
All right. So now we're moving along to items for action. 5.01, VSBA Business Honor Roll Resolution, Fort Monroe Authority and Centera Healthcare. 5.02, 2023-2024 School Calendar and 2024-2025 Planning Calendar. And 5.03, Student Discipline Hearing 22-188.
Mr. Chair, move approval of action item 5.01.
Second.
All right, it's been moved by Mr. Kilgore and seconded by Dr. Woodhouse that we approve action item 5.01. Any discussion? Ms. Bowers, would you please call for the vote?
Ms. Cherry?
Aye.
Mr. Kilgore?
Aye.
Mr. Samuels?
Aye.
Dr. Woodhouse?
Aye.
Ms. LaFonja?
Aye.
Dr. Banks Gray?
Aye.
Dr. Mason?
Aye, motion carries. Next item.
Mr. Chair, move approval of action item 5.02.
Second.
It's been properly moved by Mr. Kilgore and seconded by Dr. Woodhouse that we approve action item 5.02. Any discussion? Ms. Bowers, would you please call for the vote?
Mr. Kilgore?
Aye.
Mr. Samuels?
Aye.
Dr. Woodhouse,
Aye.
Ms. Lafanja,
Aye.
Dr. Banks Gray,
Aye.
Ms. Cherry,
Aye.
Dr. Mason.
Aye, motion carries. All right. And one final item. Ms. Cherry?
Yes, Mr. Chair, regarding action item 5.03, I move that the recommendation of the superintendent in the case of student discipline matter 2022-188 be upheld with amendment as the board has directed the superintendent.
Second.
It's been moved by Ms. Cherry and seconded by Dr. Banks Gray that we approve action item 5.03. Any discussion? Ms. Bowers, would you please call for the vote?
Mr. Samuels,
Aye.
Dr. Woodhouse,
Aye.
Ms. Lafanja,
Aye.
Dr. Banks Gray,
Aye.
Ms. Cherry,
Aye.
Mr. Kilgore,
Aye.
Dr. Mason.
Aye, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is number 6, hearing from the public on the recommended fiscal year 2023 superintendent's proposed budget. And we do have one speaker for this evening, and Ms. Reeves will be reading the protocol.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Citizens are invited to address the school board on matters of public concern about the school division. Speaker forms are available prior to the start of the meeting. If you wish to address the school board, please complete the form and give it to the clerk by 6:45 p.m. on the day of the meeting. Each individual will have 3 minutes to speak. At the end of your time, you will hear a buzzer. All comments shall be directed to the school board. Speakers may not yield their time to another. Speakers should address the school board with decorum on policy issues. Comments shall relate to agenda items or matters germane to the business or duties of the school board. Speakers comment on individuals at their own risk of violating confidentiality laws and/or defaming the subjects of their comments. Neither the school board, the superintendent, nor the school administration will respond publicly to any comments by speakers about individuals. Presentation of resolutions, declarations, proclamations, manifestos, awards, or other similar documents not originated under the auspices of the school board or administration is prohibited during the public comment period. The audience is asked to be respectful of all speakers. Public comment is the school board's opportunity to listen to the speaker. Since our purpose is to hear from you, the board will not engage in dialogue with the audience or whomever is at the podium. Matters requiring a response will be directed to the superintendent for research and response. The superintendent may report back on such matters at a subsequent business meeting session as appropriate. The school board carefully considers your comments as we decide matters that are brought before us. We appreciate your attendance and your input.
All right. And the speaker we have this evening is Ruth Ann Kellum.
Good evening, board members, Dr. Smith, and friends and neighbors. I will say that. I am speaking to you. Do you need my address or any of that sort of thing?
Yes.
All right. I am a citizen of Hampton, retired educator within the city of Hampton, and I reside at 2915 Matoka Road, Hampton, Virginia. And I approach you this evening because there's a matter that I sent to each of you an email. I have done some research and I think it's been satisfied. However, I need to clarify and find out information, whether or not it has. My request to you was to consider elementary teachers within the city of Hampton that do not receive or have any time in the middle of the day for a duty-free lunch. It was in effect many years ago. The reason I know is because I brought these bags tonight to illustrate to you how it was accomplished. Me, my colleagues, people across the state wrote messages to the Legislative Assembly, state of Virginia, and we wrote them on lunch bags. So I brought lunch bags tonight to figure out which kind of message you're going to receive, okay? I did some research in the budget, and I think when I my request was to address the issue that elementary teachers do not have, within the context of their day, a duty-free lunch, a period of time without having responsibilities of children for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, go to the bathroom, maybe eat some lunch, just take a breath. I know that it requires funding. I know that it requires personnel, but I also know that mentality is one thing, and it's a struggle for educators to come into the classroom. I beseech you to say, what job would you apply for knowing that you have no break within the day except a primary responsibility? You have no lunch break, you have no bathroom break, literally. So I found something, and it was line 61, 1395, and it says 20 cafeteria monitors. I am asking for clarification if that is to perhaps satisfy what I'd called to your attention, that there might in fact be cafeteria monitors to assist and be able to relieve elementary teachers in the middle of the day. And I speak to elementary only because our middle school teachers and our high school teachers have that ability. It's afforded to them in more than one way. Elementary teachers don't. We used to because we fought long and hard and addressed it as best we can. It was taken away. The COVID is over. Everything is back. Some other locations do in fact have it. I've done some research, and I will share with you that just last evening I was in a situation and I encountered a teacher, and that teacher said, "You won't believe, but in my school on Monday, the administrator sat in the cafeteria, and you wouldn't believe the mentality of the teachers in being able to not have to be there responsible for just those few minutes." So the question is, 61-1395 says 20 cafeteria monitors. Is that in fact, and I know you're not supposed to respond and whatever, but I would like to decide what I'm going to write on my school board, on my lunch bags. Is it going to be a thank you, or is it going to be a further plea and figure out a way to make this happen? Thank you for letting me speak.
Thank you. All right. All right.
So I can't find out whether or not there is? Or?
Dr. Smith will respond at the end of the meeting. We don't respond to questions from the board.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
at the end of the whole meeting or
Yes.
after this budget hearing?
Yes, after the budget hearing, we'll get to you. We'll get the response to you.
Thank you very much. I
All right.
appreciate the time and able to speak.
Thank you. All right, moving along, the next item is item number 7, is recognitions. And at this time, I'm going to turn everything over to Ms. Gorel.
Good evening, Chairman Mason, Vice Chair Banks Gray, members of the school board, Superintendent Dr. Smith, and members of our Hampton City Schools family. At this time, would Ms. Jackson Afanja please proceed to the microphone on the stage to assist with tonight's recognition. All right, so this evening we have the opportunity to celebrate student athletes from Hampton High School, Hampton's 2022-2023 ladies basketball team. So I'm going to ask Coach Shonda Bailey, would you, your coaching staff, and the Lady Crabbers basketball team please come forward and join me down front beside the podium. You all can stand right here. Just face the board. Thank you. All right. So I get them down here with me first. So All right, let's begin our recognition with the regional championship game. On Friday, February 24th, Hampton High School defeated Kings Fork High School with a score of 75-43 to win the Class 4 Region A championship game. So first round of applause. Next, they played in the state's quarterfinals on March 3rd at Bethel High School, and they took on Hanover High School. The Lady Crabbers had another big win with a score of 45-28 to advance them to the semifinals. So again. Just 1 week after defeating Kings Fork for the regional championship, they faced off again in the state semifinals on March the 6th. The Lady Crabbers pulled off the win and defeated Kings Fork for a second time with a score of 55-49. The final game of the year for the Crabbers came this past Thursday, March 9th, at VCU Siegel Center in Richmond. Hampton played Pulaski County Cougars for the Class 4 state championship. With a final score of 75-63, the Crabbers brought home the state championship. So let's give them a huge round of applause. Before Ms. Afanja asks everyone to join her on stage, I'd actually like everyone to direct their attention to the screen to view just a short video.
Coach Bailey, would you and your team please join me on the stage by the microphone? All of you can stand right up here. Before I present the certificate, I would like to share a few more things about the Lady Crabbers. Hampton had quite a successful season. They finished with a record of 25-3. Also, this state crown is the Crabbers' second in 3 seasons and the 4th in school history. However, this one is very different than the championship they shared with Monacan in 2020, when the state final was canceled by the onset of the world pandemic, and VHSL awarded Monacan and Hampton as state champs. So congrats to the team for finishing strong and earning their 4th state championship. Now, before we move further, we have a very special presentation tonight for the Lady Crabbers. We have in the house with us the Honorable Senator Dr. Mamie Locke and the Honorable Delegate Jawan Ward. Would you please join us this evening? They've come tonight to share with the Lady Crabbers in this celebration, and we're just so excited to have them with us.
Good evening and congratulations. I would like to present to you this commendation from the Senate of the Commonwealth of Virginia. Hereby commends and congratulates the Hampton High School girls basketball team, the Lady Crabbers, winners of the 2023 Virginia High School League Class 4 State Championship, offered by Senator Mamie Locke on March 9, 2023, and signed by the Clerk of the Senate.
I'd like to say good evening to all of you today.
it's an honor to be here with you today. It's a great day in this Commonwealth. I want to let you know as we celebrate Women's History Month, I'm just returning from the Capitol because today we just hung the picture of the very first woman speaker in 400 years in the state Capitol. And then when I heard that you were going to be here, I knew I had to make my way back here to get here to offer congratulations to you. Now, we are not in session. As soon as we get a budget, we will be able to pass a resolution that truly honors you the way we want to. But until now, we're just going to offer you this certificate of achievement for Hampton High School girls basketball team. This certificate is awarded to Hampton High School girls basketball team on winning the Class 4 VHSL state championship. And I also have a message, Coach Bailey, for my sons who played with you for years, went to high school with them. And he said, my sons, Jason and Jeremy, told me to tell your team, if they think that you are tough, you should have seen her when she was in the neighborhood. Congratulations to you all. She hasn't changed. She's tough. Congratulations.
I'm going to ask that you all would stay for just a second, or we're going to get some pictures. I'm especially excited myself because I'm a graduate of Hampton High School. Of course, it was 30 years ago, but nonetheless, I'm still a crabber. You can't crush a crab. All right. Let me get this right. So tonight, we'd like to present this certificate of achievement from the Hampton City School Board. Congratulations. This certificate is proudly presented to Hampton High School girls basketball team, VHSL Class 4 State Champions 2023. Coach Bailey, would you like to come say a few words, please?
A little taller. I'd just like to thank everyone for your continued support of our program. Our girls work really, really hard. I'm super, super proud of them, and even more ecstatic that we could bring home this championship to the city of Hampton. I have a great love for Hampton High School. The majority of my coaches played and went to Hampton High School, so we just love giving back to the program that gave to us. Thank you again for all of your support. And again, congratulations to all the young ladies for their hard work and dedication to our program. Thank you.
Now, before Coach Bailey and her team return to their seats, we'd also like to recognize Miss Beth Mayer. Ms. Mayer is the school division's coordinator for athletics. She is unable to join us this evening. However, we still would like to give her a round of applause for all the work she does behind the scenes for our teams. Also, I'd like to ask our Hampton High School administration, under the leadership of Executive Principal Shamika Pollard, as well as Yvette Williams, the school's athletic director, any family members, colleagues, and other special guests who are here tonight to support our Lady Crabbers to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Let's give Coach Bailey, her coaching staff, and our phenomenal student athletes another round of applause. Now we're going to take some pictures to unwind the banner, and you guys can maybe hold one end down there, and we're going to take some pictures.
School board members, please join the team. School administration, please come forward to join the team.
And you all are going to have to scrunch up just a little bit. Get everybody in the photo, after a couple rows. Put the tall individuals in the back. everybody look this way. Okay, there we go. I hope I can get everyone. All right, everybody say Crabbers. Crabbers. Here we go.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Stay right here. Thank you.
I just gotta let my boys see.
Right, and I'm wondering whether or not the 5% in there plus.
That number, well, it says it right here. It's the 5% plus.
They said,
the total of 6.5.
Yeah, she should.
Let's let something matter.
I want to give her the chance.
Chance 6.
Sometimes I can't see it for the trees.
And as everyone's returning to your seat, I will say that Miss Mayer, for the championship game, she was keeping us updated for those of us back home that couldn't make it up to Richmond. I know Dr. Smith and Dr. Haynes, I believe Dr. Caggiano were able to go up to support the team. But her last piece, when she did tell us that they won in the score, she said her subject was "can't crush a crab," and then she put the score. So again, congratulations, everyone. And Dr. Mason, that does conclude our recognitions for this evening.
All right, thank you very much. Any comments from board members? All right.
And to do it during Women's History Month. I love it.
Congratulations again. It certainly was, an awesome thing to watch. Shonda Bailey put on a clinic on how to win a championship.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for you and your staff and all that you do in leading those Lady Crabbers. Thank you. All right. All right. Next item on the agenda is item 8, information. Next meetings. The next regular meeting will be held on March the 22nd right here at Jones Magnet Middle School, where the board is scheduled to vote on the budget at this meeting. The next work session will be held at 6:30 on April the 19th, 2023 at the Rupert Sargent Building at 1 Franklin Street. A closed session will also be held at noon the same day in reference to our superintendent search. Other information? I'll start with you, Mr. Superintendent.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Congratulations again to the Lady Crabbers. Outstanding, and you always make us proud, so just know that. Our commitment to graduate in terms of our ceremony was held today. Dr. Haynes and I know members of the Academy's team, thank you for doing an exceptional job with the freshman class, really the class of 2026. Their commitment to graduate in terms of the ceremony. And board members join that ceremony. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for being present and for your involvement in the academies of Hampton, not just for the ceremonies, but during the season and the time of budget and also the ongoing work and the committee work that you're involved in. So thank you for your leadership in that regard. And then I would just close my remarks by saying that I assume that this evening you'll get a thank you message on a lunch bag for the 20 cafeteria monitors that we have. And I can give an update to that particular request later. We do have 20 cafeteria monitors. Some of those positions are not filled, but we do have them in the budget. So you should get a thank you message. So, okay, thank you.
You don't know how proud that makes me. I tell every teacher out there, thank you for being there so I don't have to be anymore. So this is my thank you to them. I feel I have been vindicated. I know, I'm not supposed to have done that.
That's it, Mr.
Mr. Chair, I think that would conclude superintendent remarks, and I'll take that as a part of the superintendent remarks this evening.
Okay, all right. Board members, any items for information from any of you? Ms. Cherry?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, thank you. And very quickly, again, congratulations to the Lady Hampton Crabbers. You all are amazing. But I also want to say something else that's amazing. It's amazing that you have a state senator and a state delegate who were here for you tonight. They have eons of things to do, and I'm gonna tell you, they represent our area well, and they don't play when it comes to Hampton City Schools. So a lot of people will talk the talk, but they walk the walk, because they didn't have to be here tonight, but they made a point to do it. So I wanna thank both of them.
And I will echo that. When I call, they show up. And at the last minute, I think I reached out to them one day this week and said, hey, listen, we have a kid who had a question about one of the certificates that was signed. And guess what? We showed up the next morning at 9:30 right there with a quick phone call, and we were right there. And they show up. They show up. Delegate Ward and Senator Locke, they show up for this community. They show up for Hampton City Schools, and they're only a phone call away. So I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do for Hampton, but also especially for Hampton City Schools. All right. Also, in reference to our commitment to graduation, Dr. Adolph Brown, just want to give him a shout out and say thank you as well for such a wonderful ceremony this morning for our young people today. And then also I want to introduce to the community our new school board attorney, Joy Brown. And anything else from other board members? Hearing no other business, I declare this meeting adjourned. Thank you.